This is Napa Fan here, and this is the third race in season number 1 of the Haas IndyCars series. We are here at the Kentucky Speedway for the Kentucky 70-kilometer race, a 30-lap event here today, and it should be a good one. We got Matt Dalio starting on the pole. You saw the qualifying on Friday, and he gets 3 points towards the championship. Alongside him, it's Clint Buchanan. Then you got Cameron Garlington, Max Newworth, Jacob Reed, Christian Masters, Zachary Fitzwater, Nick Pericles, Gabriel Marcio, Kevin Yamdara, Elijah Gordon, Jordan Newman, Eric Powers, Dale Salzman, Lewis Stevens, Adam Pinchon, Tristan Walker, Trey Bartow, Stuart Gratton, Mason Powers, Hergel Arvin Alonso, Jesse Turner, James Wickard, and Tyler Selzman, the full field starting here at Kentucky. Let's get this race started. 30 laps of action, and it should be a very entertaining one here today. Make sure nobody has any problems. It looks like everybody's okay. They kind of start off in an odd fashion here at the Kentucky Speedway, but looks like they're all good. So you have 24 cars on the track and 30 laps. There are no pit stops for this race because it depends on how much passing we would expect in the race. So like at Walt Disney World Speedway, where we didn't expect much passing, we had pit stops, but here we were going to expect a lot of passing, so there will be no pit stops because of that. Here we go, Matt Dalio out front in the number 33. And the green flag is out for the Kentucky 70-kilometer race. The points leader, I should say, is Eric Powers in the number 3. Garlington underneath of Matt Dalio for the lead. We've got, I believe, Nick Pericles on this inside lane here. We're already going 4 wide in some places. And we could see a crash here today. It is very possible. Nick Pericles, he started second. He's now all the way up to first place. We're going to see a lot of passing in this race, and I mean a lot. Jordan Newman moving his way up. This is Lewis Stevens, who won at Homestead in the number 77, but he's going to get passed by Tristan Walker in the number 10. We got Mason Powers here as well in the 25. Now, Mason Powers, his dad is the points leader, Eric Powers, but Mason Powers has not had much success on this channel. He has never won before on Napa Fan, but right now he's going for the lead underneath of his Andretti Autosport teammate, Jordan Newman. And I barely know the teams for IndyCar, but I do know that Andretti Autosport has the 25 of Marco Andretti, of course, and the 28 of Ryan Hunter-Reay, so I know IndyCar enough to do this series. Anyway, here comes Selzman underneath of Mason Powers, and they are going sometimes 5 wide in some places, and there's a crash! Matt Dalio hard in the wall, and another crash as well! And another car hard in the wall, and they're going to crash even more. That's Clint Buchanan, Lewis Stevens, Tristan Walker, Elijah Gordon, Jordan Newman smacks right into Lewis Stevens, Hergel Arvin Alonso, Max Newworth, Matt Dalio, Gabriel Marcio, and I think Cameron Garlington also hit the wall really hard. And Eric Powers, our points leader, is torn up as well. Man. It was right here. They were going 5 wide. And Matt Dalio was the first one to go around. He went hard into the wall, came back, and then Garlington took a hard, massive hit into the wall. Where is Garlington? Lewis Stevens also got damage in this as well. And it was a double incident. Look at Garlington. Oh, sorry, that was not Garlington. That was the 27. I think that was Hergel Arvin Alonso in the 27 that came down here and smacked the wall ridiculously hard. So did Matt Dalio. He got a lot of damage in that. Our points leader, Eric Powers, is torn up. See what happened to him. Yeah, he just became too close for comfort there. I think that's Gabriel Marcio in the 11 that also went around. And then up here, Clint Buchanan in the number 98. He got spun around And he comes back up on the racetrack into Tristan Walker and Lewis Stevens. And Stevens got a couple hard hits. Here Jordan Newman accelerates right into him. I don't understand that one at all. Newman just went right into Stevens. And he accelerates and he doesn't slow down. He just accelerates into him. And then Eric Powers here gets hit by Jordan Newman at the end of that whole thing. So a lot of good cars torn up, and who was that? Max Neuwerf almost hit Eric Powers there, but a lot of cars torn up. Trey Bartow is the leader here at Kentucky. In the number 14, we got Tyler Selzman, Christian Master, Dale Salzman, and Zachary Fitzwater, the top 5. And it looks to me like there's 18 guys on the track. The rest are heading to pit road. Now, some of them might dissipate out. Some of them might, fix the damage on the pit road. But there will definitely be some drivers out of the race before this one is all done. And knocked out a lot of guys. There was a huge crash down the backstretch here at Kentucky Speedway. And it started when Matt Dallio came down and smacked the wall hard. And then another crash happened in front of there. So it was a double crash. It was not like the second incident was as a result of the first one. It was two separate crashes that happened at the same time. And not at the same time, but really close to each other. Did not have any effect with each other. So like that first one had nothing to do with the second one, as far as I know from reviewing. Right now, 18 drivers are on the track. And that's it. The rest of the guys who went into the pit road are out. So we're going to have 18 drivers to finish this one out. And we really haven't even started too much here at Kentucky Speedway. So lap 6 of 30, I should say. And we'll get to the restart here at the Kentucky Speedway right now. Here we go. We are back here at the Kentucky 70-kilometer race here in the Haas IndyCars Series. Trey Bartow is the leader. And we got Selzman, Masters, Salzman, Fitzwater, Stuart Grattan, Mason Powers, Jacob Reed, Adam Pinchon, and James Wickard. Only 18 cars are on the track right now. 6 drivers headed to the garage after that huge crash down the backstretch to bring out the first caution of the race. There goes Selzman underneath of Trey Bartow for the lead. And Dale Salzman is going to move his way up to third. So only 18 cars on the track right now, and a lot of drivers got knocked out because of that. Trey Bartow trying to get by Selzman here. He's going to get underneath of him and take the lead back. Will he get the run on the inside, though? Man, I think he did. I think Tyler Selzman led that lap. Barely over Selzman. Or no, Trey Bartow led that lap, barely over Selzman. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm always tired. Anyway, here comes Christian Master, and the racing seems to be a lot less intense as it was earlier. We were going 4 or 5 wide on that first green flag run, and now we're hitting 3 wide. Mason Powers and Stuart Grattan going 3 wide for the lead. Pretty sure Stuart Grattan led that lap. No, he didn't. It was Christian Master. Mason Powers out front in the 25, but here comes Zachary Fitzwater. See a lot of guys back here, I think they were involved in that crash. And they are slow on the racetrack. Got Pinchon here in the 19, Elijah Gordon, Max Neuwerf, Tristan Walker, Eric Powers. I know all of them. All of those guys were crashed in that big crash there, but not sure if James Wicker was involved. There were so many guys. So hard to tell. And then here's the pack. It looks like there are 12 drivers in the lead pack right now. So we had 12 drivers in the CSX Indy Lights Series race yesterday. So should be able to race pretty clean. And they're racing intense here for the lead, though. These 12 cars, it looks like a lot like the Indy Lights race yesterday. The Indy Lights race had a lot of passing and a lot of 3, 4, 5 wide. Mason Powers, I'm pretty sure, led that lap. No, he didn't. I'm not paying attention. Christian Master led that lap. Every time I think someone led a lap, Christian Master led it instead. Cameron Garlington now out front, trying to hold off Kevin Gandar for the lead, and Stuart Grattan in the 12. And if you're in this lead group of 12, you got a great shot at winning this thing. And a lot of great drivers up here. Some trying to get their first career Napa Fan wins. But Stuart Grattan trying to get his third career Napa Fan win. He won a Cup race in Season 1 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series and the Crown Royal Series race this past week. Jesse Turner in the 22 has only won in the Cup Series on Napa Fan before, but he's trying to grab a win here today. And Dale Salzman, he's up here as well. Got Trey Bartow moving his way back up in the number 14. And basically what this pack is doing is just cycling through the field until whoever is leading at the end is the winner. I mean, it's very, very random. There's no way we can tell who's going to win this race at this point, just because of how much passing we have here at Kentucky Speedway. It is unbelievable how much passing we get at this track. And we don't get that in the stock cars when we race here, ironically. But we got this PTA physics mod. We are going to see a lot of passing. Kevin Gandara now underneath of the leaders and going like 4 wide coming out of the corner. These are very professional drivers. I mean, I've seen them save a lot of great things this season, and right now going 4 wide. Of course, they're able to cycle it out. And here you do not want to get stuck on the high lane. When we race in the stock cars, you got the Truck Series and the Cup Series and all that. Of course, the Cup Series doesn't race here, but when the trucks raced here, the trucks, actually, you wanted to be on the outside lane in the trucks. Here in the IndyCar Series, the inside lane is where you want to be. There isn't much decrease in speed throughout the corners. Only about 10 miles per hour is the decrease of speed throughout the corners. So you don't really go too much slower through the corners than you do down the straightaways. And that's a very big proponent to passing, is when you go the same speed throughout pretty much the whole racetrack. And that's what we're essentially doing here at Kentucky. There's basically no need to really announce who's taking the lead each time, because it changes very frequently. You'll see, got this pack back here. They're not going as fast as the leaders because they have some slight damage on those cars. Wicker's kind of in his own little world here, though, in the number 18. Because I think he's going about the same speed as the leaders, but he kind of lost the draft. And yes, here we get a draft in these cars. You want to be part of the draft. You got Eric Powers, Max Newer, Tristan Walker, and Elijah Gordon. They were all involved in that crash earlier, and kind of running their own little pack right now. Then you got Adam Pinchon, had a lot of damage to his car, and he's fallen back pretty significantly. It's going to be 10 laps to go when we cross the line this time, and Kevin Gandara is leading in the number 17. Zachary Fitzwater's in the middle lane, and here comes Trey Bartow and now Dale Salzman to the inside. It's still anybody's race if you're in the top 12, no doubt. And this is a 70-kilometer race instead of 80 like we've had the past 2 weeks, so it's going to be a little shorter of a race, time-wise, but who cares? Stuart Gratton moving his way up in the 12, but I won't stay there for too long. We got guys like Jacob Reed, got Tyler Salzman, and Jesse Turner trying to work the outside lane, can't quite do it. You get a good run entering the corner if you get on the inside. You get a really good run there, and if you're able to start the corner off on the inside lane, you get a really good run. These cars have a lot of grip. A lot more grip than the stock cars do, and that's why we're able to have the speeds we have at this track, up to 200 miles per hour down the backstretch and 190 through the corners. That's pretty fast, and guys are doing a great job not crashing again. And Kevin Gandara is going to take the lead from Tyler Salzman, who took it from somebody, Everyone in this pack has probably led tonight already. Just haven't noticed it. Here comes Nick Pericles in the 16. Trying to get underneath of Kevin Gandara for the lead. And we got Dale Salzman. And if it happens, so be that we get a caution here soon, then that might end the race. We don't have green-white checkers here in the IndyCar series, because we don't have green-white checkers in any series, because this is the way the game is. But here comes Cameron Garlington, and he was involved in that crash. If I'm not mistaken, he's now the leader. But Mason Powers is going to take it from him, and Jesse Turner is going to take it from Mason Powers. It looks like Trey Bartow is going to try to take it from Jesse Turner. That's how much passing we get here. It's unbelievable. And this is something we might see in the season finale race at California as well. California's a 2-mile track, and that track race is very similar to this one, and it's going to be a very interesting. That's going to be a 150-mile race instead of just 70 kilometers. This is going to be interesting to see how these guys get by Adam Pinchon here near the end of this one. They're going to close right up to the back of him. Stuart Gratton's going to get underneath of him. But he's going to slow some people down there, Pinchon is. If they're not careful, they're going to crash. Pinchon is really holding up Trey Bartow in the number 14, and that's going to hurt Bartow there. But the pack didn't really split up like I thought they would, and Zachary Fitzwater in the 15 is going to take the lead. Cameron Garlington in the 21. Trying to move his way up, but Fitzwater leads it. When you kind of get out there, you can, kind of stay out front. The farther out you are from the pack, the more likely you're going to stay out front longer. But that pack quickly closes up on you, and here we go for 2 laps to go here at Kentucky. A short race here, but should be a good one. We should have a great finish here tonight. Nick Pericles takes the lead with 2 laps to go. Here comes Mason Powers. Here comes Jesse Turner. Here comes Tyler Selzman. Here comes Trey Bartow. I thought he was held up by Adam Pinchon, but he got back in this pack. And he's a good contender to win this thing. But Pericles in the 16 trying to get it done. Got Jesse Turner now moving his way underneath of Pericles. And at the white flag, Jesse Turner is going to lead. One more time around Kentucky Speedway for the Kentucky 70-kilometer race. This is Christian Master in the 67. I think this is Kevin Gandara in the 17. Can Turner hold these guys off for 1 lap? Gandara trying to get the run on the inside, but Turner's still out there in the 22. And nobody's going to get underneath of him. Jesse Turner wins the Kentucky 70-kilometer race here today in the Haas IndyCar Series. That is 50 points for him. And that is a lot of points. Congratulations to Jesse Turner on winning the Kentucky 70K. And going to see how that whole point standings go. How the whole point standings shake out after Eric Powers, the points leader, finished 14th. You guys will see the points right after this video. And yeah, Jesse Turner, Dale Salzman, Kevin Gandara, Stuart Gratton, and Zachary Fitzwater, the top 5. And yeah, that's about it for me. So congratulations to Jesse Turner. And here are the points for the Haas IndyCar Series. I will see you guys later.
My foot in the block, this is the race of my life.